This is Madden 19. I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Buffalo Bills. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, we're just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at New Era Field in Orchard Park, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll have the speedy Tyrod Taylor calling the shots, the former Virginia Tech Hokie.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Now a play fake here on first down. Trying to get it to Clay that time. That'll bring up second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Second and 10, it's Taylor again. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And now for the first time, we get a look at this defense that was very stout last week.
And all they expect to do is continue what they did a week ago. Play terrific defense and not permit that offense to get started.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
3-19.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Forced out to his left. He can run for it. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Now they'll run with Lewis. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lost 2 there, and it's third down. Well, that changes things.
Boy, does it ever, because you're certainly not expected to go backward on 2nd and inches. Now you're bringing up 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3. You're probably going to throw the football because, truthfully, that's the NFL way. Very few teams run the ball in 3rd and short situations nowadays.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Gurley again here on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There's absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Here's Taylor to throw. Jackson with a grab over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills 1st down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This is taken to the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now Wilson on 1st down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. They run. This is Lewis. Fights off the defender. Oh, and Lewis lost the football. And the Bills have recovered. Anything to make of this, or just a bad stretch? Because he had the 2 fumbles he lost last week and now a third.
It's a bad stretch, but it's one that he has to make sure he overcomes. This isn't on anyone else but him.
On third down, that's Lewis. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense, hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And Gano's kick is right through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Corey Liggett makes the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. So they look like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. They go play action here on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there?
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. This is Lewis. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Now Lewis. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Taylor will bring the Bills up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Ready. Flag 32. Flag 32.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Corey Legion in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Returnable for Lockett. He's still on his feet. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone, sometimes you're throwing it between the zones, sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put it up in the top shelf where the kids...
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Taylor will bring the Bills up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Ready. 3-19.
Now it's Taylor. Dumps it off to Gurley. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. For 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
319.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen with excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Taylor to his big tight end Clay for the Buffalo first.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. The throw by Taylor here, and that's incomplete.
Ready. 319. 319.
They go play action now. Taylor. Left side here, caught by Clay. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to make it 4th down. And Parkey's kick is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Holding offense.
So on the big tight end, hold it.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle, a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. And avoids the contact by sliding. That'll be a gain of 16. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Taylor. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Off the play fake, here's Taylor. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They went zone blitz there, obviously successful. What makes the zone blitz successful?
Well, just go ahead and let's break the term down. Zone means they're going to play zone behind them in coverage, not man-to-man. But the zone blitz, why it's confusing to offenses? Because oftentimes defensive ends or defensive tackles will drop back into coverage, and linebackers or safeties will usually fill that gap and blitz in their spot, messing up the blocking responsibilities.
That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. Now Taylor. And able to find John Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Taylor now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
319.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep and curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a hole.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 2nd down, here's Taylor. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Larry Fitzgerald, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am go ahead and topping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, or they want to let their return guy touch it.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And they'll go on the ground. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And it's going to be a short field to work with after this one. It's touchdown at the 45-yard line. So we come upon halftime with a tie score, 13-all. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Throwing is Wilson. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
On the right side open is Gesicki. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just put.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Throw left side, complete to QT. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So it's his 3rd field goal now with the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
It looks way too easy right now. 2 carries, 2 straight first down runs. The eyes are carrying the legs to the proper hole, but they're being created by an offensive line that has the leverage game going for them right now. Lower than the defensive front, creating space, and he's finding it in a big way. Gotta love what they're doing on offense right now.
It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now a play fake here on first down. And this will be incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A nice pickup there, 19 yards, and they're set up better for third.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
They brought in the heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills are in for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe bashed it.
Super toe.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool him on that play.
Escaping the pressure right. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. It can be a thankless job sometimes to be a kicker, but they're thanking him right now. That's now 4 field goals. He's kept them in the game.
He sure has, and that offense has got to find its rhythm because I'm not sure that just kicking field goals is going to allow them to win this game.
Todd Gurley and the offense, they get set and trot back out there now. He is fully awake now. If he didn't get off to the start that he normally does, they've got his attention. He's running it well.
You think they set off the alarm clock at the half? I think that's what went down. I know this, having played on the defensive side of the ball, if you do a really good job against a great runner, and you go into the half, you're excited, you're fired up, you think the game plan is working, but in the back of your head, there's that little bit of nagging doubt. Can we do this for 4 quarters? So far, that's not happening.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Tashawn Gibson there on the tackle. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Taylor. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Now Taylor on first down. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Taylor, and the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey. But that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the draft.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On second down, here's Wilson. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Back now in Buffalo. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. And on the ground they go with the running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Crowder's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Looking for the end zone. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
On third down, Wilson. He's got Lockett. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting strong.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Robert Quinn in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
And Gano's kick is right through. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. He gets it to Gurley, complete. Finding room inside the 40. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Todd Gurley, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
Now it's Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Again, Wilson. There's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well, and a 1st down. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. It's caught, Lockett. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved.
False start, offense.
Justin Pugh, the left guard that time with a flag. The false start hurts him there a bit, backs him up to 2nd and 9. And they'll run it here. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They go play action with Wilson. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Corey Grant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity?
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
Now it's Taylor. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They'll run it now out of the gun. There they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. He's back to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end play. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached. Because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday.
Defense.
They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He'll look to throw. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Back to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And he gets it down to the 32. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
Well, so many times defensive backs get caught playing the man rather than the football, but not in this case. That's an excellent play. Did exactly what you're supposed to do. Attack the football and help break up the pass.
Yep, as a result, knocks it down. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Now Wilson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved.
False start, offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Throwing now is Wilson. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. So they're unable to stretch it to a 3-point lead. Now you got to be careful on the kickoff because a field goal obviously beats you.
Definitely, and that's why they went for 2. They wanted to make sure a field goal wouldn't beat them. Now they're in a position where they've got to cover well and make sure they don't get into range and put one through the posts.
Taylor to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. Here's Taylor. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding, offense.
And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Jacksonville, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Bills, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.